So the first thing we need to do is go to design.cricut.com, and this will bring you to your design space. Now, if you've already uploaded some projects, you'll see them, but we're going to start a new project. So I'm going to click on this plus sign, and here's our design space. So I'm going to go down to upload. So now I already have the image we're going to be using today, but normally you would select your photo by uploading it, but I already have it, so we're just going to click on that, and then I'm going to choose to insert image. So here you can stretch it, make it whatever size you need, and you're going to go off of your mat to base this on what size. You can see there's like a number grid. So I'm going to stretch this out. So get this lined up for the size that you want based off the mat, and then you're going to go up into the right corner and choose Make It. It's a green button. So now this is going to show you a preview, and it's really important to make sure it lines up exactly how you have your vinyl on your mat. So double check that grid before you continue. Then you'll hit continue in the bottom corner. So make sure this is on vinyl, not only on the computer, but on your machine as well. Now when you go over to your machine, you should see the load button flashing, and now we'll prepare our mat. So here I have my vinyl loaded. This was a scrap piece, that's why it's cut all weird, but you want to make sure that this is cut straight, especially if you're a beginner, just to make sure, because if for some reason your project did come to the 8 line, this might mess it up because it's not all the way there, but I know I'm within this parameter, so I'm fine. So the easiest way to remember where your mat goes in, or which side, is you could just use the cutout. It literally looks like an arrow, so just that's the easiest way. So I'm going to guide it through here, and there's like these little markers on the side. Just make sure it's under there. And once you can't push it anymore, now you push your load button. Okay, we'll give it a second. Now on your machine, your cutter button should be lit up. So all I'm going to do is hit that, and it's going to begin cutting. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let that finish. This might take anywhere from 5 minutes up to 30, just depending on what exactly you're cutting and how much you're cutting. Now on your computer, you will actually be able to see the percentage of completion. So it'll kind of keep going around in a circle until the whole project is finished. So now once this is done, it's really hard to see, but if I put it on an angle, you can see it's cut out. Now what we have to do is take off the extra vinyl, and this is also called weeding. So you're gonna need this tool with the hook, and then we're just gonna be picking out all the extra little pieces. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take this off the mat just carefully. So just pull it real gentle. Go, and we'll get rid of that. So now before I begin, I can see that I have some extra, so I'm gonna cut this piece off, because sometimes if you're doing something really small, like you don't want to waste this. So I'm gonna set that aside, and I'm gonna check and see if there's anything else I can save. So now we're gonna take our little tool, and I'm just gonna kind of pick this up on the corner, and I'm just gonna pull real gentle. So you can see it on the back side right here. So what I'm going to do is just take the back of this and just kind of hold it down like that. And then you can see it's left behind. So this will take a little bit of patience. You just have to be really careful and make sure you get it all out. Don't worry about doing the center of the words, because that's what we're going to use this hook for after. But you just have to really carefully go through and get all of this stuff separated. So I'm just going to go through this whole thing, and we're just going to keep weeding this. So we're just going to hold that down as I pull it up. Not all projects are going to be this difficult. Like when I do iron-on, it just pretty much comes up without me having to do anything. I can literally just pull it and it just comes right off. So not all of the materials are going to be like that. Vinyl's a little more tricky, so we're just gonna have to just take our time and make sure those are all pressed down as we pull it up. So I will be right back once I've gotten all of this done. So now I've gotten the main part of this done, but we do need to get like inside the letters. So you wanna take just the hook and just kind of like pinch it, and it should come up. There we go, like that. And then you just take it off, and we'll get this one. So now I'm just gonna go through and get all those, like this, all these letters right here have to come off. The next thing we're gonna do is take our transfer tape and apply it to our vinyl. So what I'm gonna do is unroll this, and I wanna try to not use, I wanna like use the least amount possible. So I'm gonna make a cut right here, and then I know I can make a cut right here. And now I'm gonna take this, and we're just gonna peel the top of this off, like that. The The other nice thing too is this has like a grid, so to try to keep it straight so you know your project is on there straight. So I'm gonna apply this. Okay. Now I'm gonna turn it over, sticky side. Try not to touch the sticky stuff because the more you touch it, the less often you'll be able to use it, like reuse. But just really make sure this is on there good. All right, and now we are ready to apply this to our poster. So now I have my board, and we're gonna grab our little scraper tool. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna take this and we're gonna peel this off. Just go really, really slow. And like right here, it's getting stuck, so I'm just gonna help it a little bit. Really, really slow. Here it's stuck again. There we go. Okay, perfect. So now what I can do is take this and place it. So I need to turn this so I can see what I'm doing. And you can use the grid to get it lined up. Now I'm going to take this and we're just going to rub this on here. So make sure we get it really, really good around all the edges. Okay, and then once you've got it on there, you can peel this up. Some spots you may notice that you had to push it a little bit more. So I'm just going to go like this as I pull it up. If you see it lifting at all, then just go over it again. So I'm just going to make sure we're really good. There we go. Okay, so it is pulling up on these letters. So I'm going to go over this again. And now they're not lifting, so that's good. Now, depending on the surface, you might not have to keep going over it like that, but this is a piece of wood that I spray painted, so that could be part of the reason that it's not wanting to stick super great. And perfect. There we go. That's our little poster.